Okay, welcome back. This is the last step in making goat cheese, so if you're still watching, thank you. I know it's a long process. Anyway, I'm gonna start by washing my hands really quick because I'm going to be working with my hands with the cheese. Let me wash my hands, dry them off. So over here, go ahead and start with this one in the ricotta mold. Let's see what happened. Whoa, lots of juice, lots of whey came out. And then here's our finished product. Now it still looks a little bit lumpy, and that's okay. That's just gonna be our bottom. We're gonna flip it upside down. So I'll show you how we do that. Let's bring everything over here real quick, just so it doesn't drip all over the place. Set that over there. I'm going to save that whey for the chickens and ducks like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so what I like to do is just like you flip a cake, you just give it a flip. Sometimes it sticks really good. Whoop! It came out. See, and look at how cute it is. Even though it's like lumpy on the bottom, you can't really tell because it's upside down. So that came out really good. Now, the only thing is that we want it to keep its shape, but it's not salted. So for cheeses that come out of molds, what you do is you just take some kosher salt and you sprinkle somewhat generously. I would say maybe like half a teaspoon, to maybe even a teaspoon, depending on what your taste preferences are. But you're going to be sprinkling it kind of generously around the sides too. And what is going to happen over the course of time in your refrigerator is the salt will permeate through the cheese, and but you'll still have that nice shape of your cheese. So that's ready to go basically. Just put it in your fridge and let the salt work its way in, and in a couple of hours it should be ready to go for your party. So now the other way we drained it was over here in the dish towel, and as you can see, it stopped dripping. And I forgot to mention it's been about 10 hours. It's been about 10 hours since we tied these up. So we've got a lot of whey in there. That's great. The chickens and ducks will love that. I'll bring this over here. First of all, what I need to do before I mix any herbs in to my cheese is I'm going to salt it. And it's a little bit different than I salted the wheel of cheese. This is really nice. Really, really nice texture. I'll show you. I'll break it up. I'm going to put it in a bowl. Let's just get rid of this dish towel. And you can just kind of crumble it up, break it up now. It's okay to do that because it's going to keep its consistency now that it's drained. And I'm going to put about maybe a half a teaspoon of salt in there and work it in evenly. This kind of breaks up any lumpy bumpies in there too, and just gives you a really nice smooth finish to your cheese. So now that that is equally distributed in my cheese, I can think about how I want to flavor it. You can add fresh garlic if you want. I have fresh rosemary that my boys picked from the garden today, and some basil too that I just minced up. Make sure you mince whatever you're putting in, because nobody really wants like a big leaf of basil or a big chunk of rosemary when they bite down. You just kind of want it to be small, and the main gist is just flavoring the cheese. Okay, so you could even just leave it as is, and I really like goat cheese just in its pure form with no other additives or anything. I'm gonna break this up to about 3 sections. So first section is just going to be plain. I'm just going to make it into a log. Just kind of roll it up. It's so easy. And I'll set it aside here on my cutting board. There's one. Now my second one, I'm going to take out half of this, put it in another bowl, and I'm going to put some basil in. I chopped up a lot, so I'm not going to use all of that. Put basil in this one. Mix it up just like I did with the kosher salt. Distribute it evenly in there. Looks pretty good. And then just form it into another log. I want to tell you that goat cheese will take on flavor of anything that it's near in the refrigerator if it's not sealed up properly. So to store this in the fridge, what I normally do if I only want it to taste like goat cheese, or I want it to taste like basil goat cheese, or rosemary, which is this, rosemary goat cheese, and I don't want it to taste like onion, if I have a chopped up onion in there in the refrigerator, is I'll wrap it up in plastic wrap, and then I'll put it in a small baggie just to make sure that it doesn't pick up any other weird flavors. And it's like, wait a second, I didn't put any onion in here, what's going on? So anyway, this looks pretty good. I will form this one into a log as well. And what I like to do for parties, or for us in general, if we want to get fancy, is since this is plain, I'll put this one right here. This one's basil, so you might want to put like a cute little basil leaf right next to that one. Let me move these crackers off. And here's my rosemary one. So maybe I'll put a little sprig of rosemary next to the rosemary one just to indicate, you know, what flavors they are. Let me rinse my hands real quick and I'll show you what I like to do, how I like to eat my goat cheese. This is the best part of it. Okay. So I have some whole basil leaves from the garden. Don't mince all of them up when you harvest your basil. You want to leave some whole because this is really cute and fun to do, and delicious too. I just take the plain goat cheese, take a slice off, and look at how easily that spreads. And then I take some honey and I drizzle it on. And then I take a little leaf of basil, pop it on top. Maybe even 2 if you're feeling kind of fun. And you taste it. I feel like I'm on Food Network right now. Oh my gosh, it's so good. No, but it really is. This is truly is the best part of all of that hard work, is being able to enjoy it. Not with just yourself, although that is kind of fun, but it's fun to share it with others too. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you'll come over and try some goat cheese, or maybe you'll get your own goat. Give it a shot, why not? But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.